Hi, let us talk about infix to prefix conversion. So we are given a string which represents an infix expression. We need to return a string which is equivalent prefix expression. These strings contain operands which are English alphabets like A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. These strings also contain operators and brackets, and all these characters or tokens are separated by space. So the operators that we are going to have in these input expressions are this power operator, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And these operators have certain associativity and precedence rules. For example, this power operator is having associativity right to left. So what do we mean by right to left associativity? Say if I am computing 4 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2, then it should be computed this way. We need to first compute 3 raised to the power 2. And then we need to put the result as 4's power. So our output will be 4 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. This is going to be our output rather than 4 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2. Right? That's what right to left associativity means. These operators, star, division, addition, subtraction, they have left to right associativity. So if you have an expression like 4 plus 3 plus 6, it's going to be computed like this. 4 plus 3 will be computed first and then plus 6. Even if you have minus, then it's going to be like this because they both have same precedence, and then we are going to use associativity. So the general rule of precedence and associativity is this. If there are two operators and you need to decide which operator to evaluate first, you look at the precedence table. And if there are two operators which have the same precedence, then we look at the associativity to decide. So if I write an expression 4 plus 3 into 6, then multiplication has higher precedence, so it's going to be evaluated first. But if I write minus here, then they both have same precedence, so I'm going to look at the associativity. And as per the associativity rule, I should be computing this part first because plus and minus, they both have same associativity left to right. And as an important note, the operators which have same precedence always have the same associativity. So you can notice these two have the same precedence, they have the same associativity as well. These two have the same precedence, they have the same associativity as well. So we are given a string with English alphabets which are operands. And these operators, our string might contain brackets also. And our task is to return equivalent prefix string. Now please pause this video and try to think of an approach that takes a infix string as an argument and returns a prefix string as a result. Let us see the naive method first. This naive method has two steps. First, we fully parenthesize the given expression. To fully parenthesize the given expression, we use precedence and associativity rules. The highest precedence operators, they are parenthesized first, and then we start putting the outer parenthesis. After we have fully parenthesized the given expression, we start converting the given expression to prefix, starting from the innermost expression. Let us understand the two steps with these examples. So here we have an expression x plus y into z. Multiplication has higher precedence, so we are going to parenthesize this first, and then we are going to put an outer parenthesis for plus. So this is what we are going to get. Once we have got this, now we'll start converting from the innermost parenthesis. So we'll convert this into prefix, and its prefix is going to be star yz. Now we have this expression, and in this expression we have plus operator, first operand, then the second operand, and we'll convert this plus into prefix. So we'll put the plus sign first, then we'll put the first operand, and then we'll put the second operand. So this is what we will get. Let's see this second example. So we have already parenthesis here. We just need to put one more parenthesis here to get this expression. Now in this expression, we are first going to convert this into prefix. So we are going to get plus xy, and then we are going to parenthesize this whole thing. So we are going to get star plus xy and z. Here we know that this power operator has associativity from right to left, right? Since there are two power operators, same precedence, we need to look for associativity, right? So this has right to left associativity. So we are going to parenthesize this part first, and then we are going to parenthesize the whole thing. So we'll get this expression. And now we'll convert from the innermost expression. So we'll get this one. For this is the first operand, this is the second operand. So we'll get this thing. Now let's see this. We just need to put one more parenthesis because this is already parenthesized. Now we'll follow again parenthesis. We'll begin from innermost parenthesis. So we'll get plus xy plus zw, and then we'll apply the multiplication. So we'll get multiplication, its first operand, its second operand, which is equivalent prefix. So this is a naive method for converting given infix into prefix. Now please pause this video, take a look at these two infix expressions and try to convert them into their equivalent prefix expressions yourself. Let us now see the solutions for these two. So this was our infix expression. The first thing that we do is we fully parenthesize it. To parenthesize it, we follow the given parenthesis, then we follow the precedence and associativity rules. So among these two, this is higher precedence. So we are going to parenthesize this part first, and then we are going to parenthesize the plus. So we get this expression. Once we get this expression, we are going to start converting from the innermost parenthesis. So the innermost parentheses are these. So we'll convert this into prefix. So we'll get minus zw. And once we have converted this, we'll convert the outer one. Outer one is multiply. So we'll put the multiply sign, then we'll put the first operand, and then we'll put the second operand for this. Second operand for this is this whole expression. So we'll put this whole expression here. Now we have converted the multiply. We are going to go outer and convert this into prefix. So we'll put this operator plus first, then we'll put this operand x, and then we'll put the other operand, right, which is this whole expression. So this is our equivalent prefix. Let's see this example now. So we have operators as plus, multiplication, division, plus. We'll follow the precedence rules. So we have multiplication and division, two operands, two operators of same precedence here and highest precedence. Among these two, we need to decide by using the associativity rules. So as per the associativity rules, y into z should happen first, because associativity of multiplication and division is left to right. So we are going to parenthesize this thing first, right? And then we'll parenthesize division because division has precedence than plus. And then we have this expression where we have parenthesized this and parenthesized this. Now we have two plus operators. So we again decide using the associativity rules because they have the same precedence. So we are going to parenthesize this plus first, and then we'll parenthesize this plus. So we'll get this one. We'll get this expression. Now we need to convert this into prefix. To convert this into prefix, we'll begin from the innermost parenthesis, which is y into z. So we'll get multiply sign first, and then y, then z. Now we'll go to the outer parenthesis, which is this one. So the operator is division. So we'll put the division operator. Then we'll put the first operand, which is multiply yz, then second operand, which is w. Now we are going to go further outer. So the outer one is this one. So we'll put the plus sign, first operand, and this operand, right? So we'll get this one. And then we'll go to the outermost. So we'll put the plus sign, and then we'll put the first operand, and then we'll put the second operand. So this is what we'll get as a final prefix expression. So we have talked about a naive method for converting an infix into prefix expression. In the next video, we'll talk about an efficient method which is based on stack data structure.